Introducing first from the unforgiving Australian outback, Escalating!
Well, David, we just saw one member, or former member, of Exile, ice cold, out here in action. Ariel Sky able to pick up the victory. And of course, Exodus hopes that the same doesn't come true with her as she faces Keta Rush in a rematch that the two had from several months ago in a draw. Both competitors with an MMA background showing off some of those skills.
Where you can see on the front of her uniform, no longer does she have the mark of exile.
And her opponent from Los Angeles, California, the Bully Buster, Keta Rush!
Keta Rush, the Bully Buster, and we've seen her in recent weeks in action, David, with that springboard crossbody. She was able to pick up a victory as of late, and Keta Rush, a fan favorite here with our WoW superhero fans. Keta Rush, who of course runs the Bully Buster Academy. Great program for the youngsters, and certainly a positive force here in WoW. Keta Rush, longtime fan favorite, as Exodus awaits this all-important rematch between these two superheroes, David.
The first competition between these two superheroes ended with a no contest as noted. Many believe Exodus secured the pinfall on Keta, as we see here with the replay, but then again, many believe Keta secured the win via the tap out.
That's right, David. Well, remember that handshake that Exodus started out her match with Keta Rush last time? That's what got her in trouble. That started a lot of the drama that existed in Exile, David.
Well, Keta trying to shake hands has resulted again in Exodus placing Keta Rush in a compromised position as they get going in the start of this match. And right now, Exodus is handing out the punishment to the Bully Buster, Keta Rush. Snapmare by Exodus on Keta. Keta trying to get her breath and composure.
Keta Rush is trying to make her way back up to a vertical base, and Exodus trying to make sure that Keta Rush stays down on the mat. And that's where Exodus can be very dangerous with that MMA background, David.
Both of them have it, though, Nigel, and we saw it on display the last time these two competitors met. The victor, not determined last time, and they wanted a rematch to see which one is the better competitor in the squared circle of professional wrestling. Here, Keta locking up, now possibly grabbing that arm. If she could only twist and turn Exodus, she might be able to get a submission. This is actually the maneuver where I recall that Keta's shoulders were pinned.
That's right, it's
Exodus
a triangle hold.
picking her up, and lifting her into the top turnbuckle goes Exodus. Keta falling to the mat.
Absolutely amazing strength by Exodus after that triangle hold of Keta Rush, who's used that hold several times here in WoW to pick up a victory, but Exodus scouted it well and used her strength to break it, David.
Paige checking on Keta Rush if she's okay and can continue. Keta saying, yes, I certainly can, as Exodus now pulls her right back into the center of the squared circle.
And that's exactly where you want her if you're Exodus, hooking the leg of Keta Rush and getting a 2 count from Paige Prince of Ali. And David, speaking of Exile, coming up in our main event, it's Genesis who won that triple threat matchup, and she will be taking on Princess Aussie. What a matchup that's going to be.
We're seeing all the members of Exile tonight. We saw Ice Cold, now we see Exodus, and then we're going to see Genesis, all for the first time ever in single competition tonight. It's a first tonight for WoW. Keta trying to get to the top of her feet, trying to bully her way up, and she does. Blows to the midsection, a kick is missed by Keta Rush. She goes to hit the ropes, and now she tries to take over Exodus, and she manages to do so. Exodus now taken down with a drop kick. Keta goes to the corner, comes in with another drop kick. Keta Rush now is showing why she's the high flyer of WoW. Exodus taking that left arm, spinning, grabbing the neck.
Ooh, and a snap suplex by Exodus after those drop kicks with much velocity behind him from Keta Rush now. Looks like Exodus is trying to wear down Keta Rush and possibly put her in a submission hold. Clubbing blows to the back from Exodus, David. And now Keta Rush sent to the outside of the ring, courtesy of Exodus.
Keta Rush is in trouble.
love all of you.
And David, I believe Exodus was yelling right over here at you. Exodus yelling at all the fans.
She's yelling at everybody, Nigel.
I think that, yes, she's an equal opportunity.
She's angry that she's been exiled from Exile.
She seems very frustrated, but David, that can't really be of much help in this matchup. We've talked about it before. If she lets it get in her head too much, that could cost her, and it does right now.
Keta Rush coming right up to the top of the apron. Keta Rush now leaps in the ropes and falls right on top of Exodus with that gorgeous Superman